This is HSK9, Radio Thailand World Service, broadcasting from Bangkok for listeners in Asia and the Pacific, the Middle East and Africa, Europe and America. It is now time for our broadcast in English for listeners in Europe.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
I'm ดวงทิพย์สิริวงศ์
and I'm เพนทิพย์โฉมปราง
In national news, heavy flooding leads to closure of Chiang Mai Hot Road.
And in business news, the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, and the IOSCO host the 6th World Investment Week 2022 today.
And in international news, India is likely to receive above-average rainfall in October, posing risk for summer-sown crops.
Let's take a look at those top headlines and many more in detail.
National news. Let's begin the national news with further updates on the country's flooding situation. Motorists planning to use the Chiang Mai Hot Road have been advised to take an alternative route via the San Pa Tong Hang Dong Road along the irrigation canal in Hang Dong district due to heavy flooding. Traffic police in Hang Dong closed off the inbound Chiang Mai Hot Road today after it became impassable to all small vehicles following a 100 millimeter of rainfall in Doi Sutep in the past 24 hours. Heavy rainfalls have also been reported in Jom Thong, Doi Law, and Hang Dong district since yesterday, and more rain is forecasted for Chiang Mai province from today until Monday. Officials at Jom Thong district have advised people to refrain from swimming or venturing into waterfalls and creeks following the Doi Intanon mountain due to strong currents following the continuous heavy rain. Motorists using the Jom Thong Doi Intanon road have also been warned to exercise extreme caution due to the slippery road conditions, fallen trees and landslides. According to the Provincial Public Disaster Prevention and Mitigation Office, Hot, Jom Thong and Doi Tau districts have seen heavy rain since last night, resulting in Mae Klang stream in Hot and Mae Hat stream in Doi Tau, breaching their banks and temporarily flooding farmlands and households. In the northern province of Phetchabun, overflows from the Klong Lam Kong reservoir have flooded about 2,000 households in Nong Pai district. Runoff from Pasak River have flooded the main road from Ming district to Vichianburi district.
Anti-government protest rallies were held at Bangkok's Victory Monument. Anti-government protesters staged a rally at the Victory Monument in Bangkok at about 4 p.m. on Saturday yesterday to protest Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha remaining in office after the Constitutional Court ruled yesterday that his 8-year term in office had not expired. The protest organizer told the media that his request to stage the rally had been approved by the police in Phaya Thai district on condition that they do not take to the streets. Yesterday's events featured speakers taking turns to address participants about the alleged failures and mismanagement during the past 8 years of the Prayut administration and what would follow if he were allowed to stay for another term. The event also featured live music and opinion boards on which protesters can write letters to their fellow protesters being held on remand. Most protesters wore black as a symbol of mourning over the Charter Court's ruling and in protest against the Prime Minister staying in office. Meanwhile, the anti-government group Khanak Lom Ruam Prachachon has scheduled to conduct a rally against the Prime Minister in Bangkok today. It announced that it will gather at the 14th October 1973 Memorial in Pratnakhon district from 5 p.m. Motorists are advised to avoid the area to avoid possible traffic issues.
And moving on to a bilateral cooperation between Israel and Thailand. Israel and Thailand plans to promote their cannabis and hemp industries as economic forecast points out to potential huge dividend. Speaking at a recent online forum on Israel-Thailand hemp cannabis organized by Israeli's embassy and the Thailand Industrial Hemp Trade Association, or TIHTA, Israeli ambassador to Thailand Orna Sajiv said cannabis and hemp could bring Thailand economic huge boost. According to research by the University of Thai Chambers of Commerce, the Thai medical cannabis and hemp market expanded 15% annually and would reach $1.2 billion in 2025. This can create opportunities for an upstream to downstream hemp and cannabis businesses. The ambassador stated that Israel is a global leader in cannabis research. The Israeli cannabis market continues to grow and by 2024 is expected to reach $2.4 billion. Deloitte Israel Tax and Incentive leader Nadal Gil said the global cannabis market could generate $132 billion by 2028. Thanks to technology and innovation, Israel was the ideal place for cannabis research. The country has more than 116 cannabis patients and all academic institutions have cannabis research underway. David Meyer, the Israel Institute of Technology, said Thailand could strive to understand the plant at the molecular level. There are more than 1,000 types of cannabis plants that produce different combinations of cannabinoid and other compounds. He stated it's hard to match cannabis with symptoms to reduce the side effects of using medical cannabis. So academic collaboration is important.
And moving on to the Ultraman trains, the State Railway of Thailand, or SRT Governor, Nirut Manipan, has announced the deployment of its newest diesel-electric train for the Bangkok-Nong Khai, Bangkok-Trang, and Bangkok-Chiang Mai route. The new trains have been nicknamed Ultraman by train watchers due to its distinctive red-grey locomotive, which resembles the popular manga character. The trains were manufactured by CRRC Zuzu Locomotive Company. The Ultraman trains have a top speed of 120 kilometers per hour, much higher than the SRT's older rolling stock. The high operating speeds, coupled with the ongoing dual-track upgrades nationwide, will help improve the SRT's overall service capacity. The engines can be run on biodiesel or gasohol E20 and produces 24% less carbon monoxide and hydrocarbon particles, as well as 25% less PM2.5 pollutants. The trains are also equipped with an electronic air brake system manufactured in Germany, and CCTV cameras are also installed for safety. The new diesel-electric trains are a bit taller than the current trains, and therefore a test run will be conducted to ensure that they can safely pass through narrow passages and tunnels. The SRT's audit committee will run the final checks on the train before they are deployed. In addition to promoting tourism, the Ultraman trains will also meet the country's logistic demands.
And moving on to palliative care, the National Health Commission, or NHC, plans to allow patients to choose to reject medical health treatment to prevent prolonged suffering due to terminal illness. Called the palliative care, the plan was discussed recently among various parties, including 13 organizations from the public and private sector, as well as the social sectors. According to the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine at Chulalongkorn University, Dr. Parichan Setipan, said the advanced care plan can be improved by encouraging patients to make a living will to avoid unnecessary treatment to prolong their lives. According to Section 12 of the National Health Bill, patients can draft a living will, which is a type of document stating that they do not want public health service which could prolong their life. For treatable disease, it is desirable to help patients recover from illness. However, for incurable disease, the goals would be to ease their pain, whether physically or emotionally. The key to taking care of dying patients is to avoid unnecessary treatment that may hurt them and focus on providing palliative care. The Dean of the faculty stated that even though patients' lives can be prolonged with modern medical tools, critically ill patients may have to endure severe symptoms which might not indicate successful treatment. Although prolonging life for a few days can be good for the family to see the patient for the last time, the Dean stated that the palliative care needs to focus more on the patient's needs rather than the will of their relatives. According to a professor of pediatrics at the Chulalongkorn University, Dr. Israng Nutprayun, and the secretary of the Wishing Well Foundation, said treatment does not guarantee recovery from cancer. Some diseases might indicate a fatality despite treatment. He said palliative care will prevent patients from suffering and offer them a quality of life before death. Dr. Sitipong Wasupsopapon, Deputy Director Secretary General of the National Health Commission said living will created by dying patients are key in the aging society.
And moving on to the weather forecast really quickly. The air quality index in Bangkok today is good at 16 p.m. 2.5 concentration is within the WHO safe level. Bangkok's temperature will be between 32 and 25. Heavy rains expected in the afternoon that will last until tomorrow. Chiang Mai will experience temperatures between 27 and 32. Heavy rain has not stopped in the north and will continue all day today until tomorrow. In Pattaya, temperatures will range between 30 and 25. Thunderstorms are expected in the morning and will continue until the next day as well. Khon Kaen will experience temperatures between 28 and 23. Thunderstorms starting in the late morning and continue until tomorrow. On Phuket, temperatures will be between 29 and 25. Heavy rain expected in the afternoon until tomorrow. And in the deep south, Songkhla will experience temperatures between 31 and 23. Heavy rain expected in the afternoon and will continue until tomorrow morning.
And those were the national news. Up next is the local business news. Do stay tuned.